Okay, ladies, we're going to have some fun with color. So I have just a dash out the door look on at the moment, and I wanted to show you how simple it is to take your everyday look into maybe an evening look, or how to add and layer on some color if you're interested in doing some more color and what that theory looks like. So I just have on my eyelids right now some of this Gilded Glow bronzer. Oh my gosh, isn't that color palette just absolutely gorgeous? So our palettes are completely customizable, and you can put in a big square like this with a bronzer, a pressed powder, a cream to powder. Any of those will fit in there. You could do two cheek colors. They're the long skinny ones. You could do a contour and a blush and just have a cheek palette. Isn't that so beautiful? So $18 for the palette, and it's $14 per each of these long ones, and then the bronzer is 18 as well. Or you can do the same thing with your eye color and totally customize it as well. So I just put this together with some of my favorite colors, and of course most of them are matte because I am a matte girl, but you could fill this with 12 colors, or you could do 6 colors on one side and a couple of long skinny cheek colors on the other. And this is what our other palette looks like. Aren't they so pretty? So fun to customize, and they're magnetic, so they're not going to spill out of there. So I just love that. So $18 for this as well, and then $8 per pan for the eye color. So love, love it. So one of my fun looks I love to do is with pomegranate. So pomegranate is still available. It was a limited edition, so it's still available to grab if you want it, and if you think you can't live without it like me. I love to play with it occasionally. So what we're going to do is kind of a rainbow of colors going down, and the theory is you want to keep the darker on the outside and slowly do a fade going in toward the middle. So we're going to play with that today. And since I have the brown shimmery on and I'm going into more of a purple color scheme, I'm going to just grab my little eye applicator and just kind of even everything out. So I do love to use Biscotti on as a full base of powder from my eyelashes to my brow bone, and it's just a nice matte color that just is almost the same as my skin color. So I'm just kind of covering up what I already did. And this would be really great underneath that Gilded Glow as well. But we were just trying to do a really quick dash out the door to keep it super simple and just to use a couple of colors. This one's going to be a little more involved, but it's just so fun. I just had to show you guys. And kind of the theory behind how to apply your makeup. So of course there are always tons of options, and you know, I really feel like you should do what you want to do. You know, you do you. And some girls are like, I am 65 years old and excuse me, I've heard that I shouldn't wear a shimmer. And I'm like, girl, if you want to shimmer, shimmer, you know, just do it. Go for it. It'll be great. So some of my thoughts though with the shimmer is I feel like it accentuates my fine lines and wrinkles. So I am strategic about where I put it. So I have smile lines, let's call them that, out here. And then my eyelids were really dry for a while, so I was really not doing any shimmer up above the crease. So I try to keep the shimmer below the crease and just on the eyelid if I'm going to shimmer. But you know, I have seen some shimmer up above as a as a highlight, and it looks stunning. So girl, you do you. Like I said, like I like mattes, and so I'm going to keep it mostly matte today, but I just want to show you some options of how to take your everyday look into something a little bit more. So so we use the Biscotti, and that's this one here, and like I said, it's just a really nice kind of skin tone. And then we're going to go in on the eyelid with this Blossom, so really, really light pale pink. And don't want to use that one, that's my one for show because my other one is a hot mess. So I'm just going to go on my eyelid, and I already have some eyeliner on. I'll just fix that later. So I'm just going to go right over the top of that. And we want to do the whole eyelid with the Blossom. And then we'll start with the layering of the pomegranate. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. So I like to keep my eyelids light. I just feel like it makes my eyes look a little bit brighter because I've got more of a hooded eye going on. So what I like to do for that is to take the color up higher. And so we're going to start high with the pomegranate and then slowly layer it as we get a little bit darker. All right, so guys, this is the pomegranate. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, It's kind of scary at first to put it up so high, but we're going to go for it. So starting with my eyes open, I'm going to just go way up here. And you know, this is really forgiving also. So if I go too high or I don't go high enough, you can just kind of wipe it off or add in some of that biscotti over the top of it and kind of level it all out. And one of the things that I've learned is to definitely finish your look before you decide, girl, this doesn't look good, I'm going to take it off. So finish your look with your eyebrows and your blush and your eyeliner and your mascara and all of the things before you decide to wipe it off and start over. So usually, usually you can, it looks good when you're done. So I've looked like I had a very unhealthy dose of pink eye when I did the pinks before, and I was like, oh dang, what have I done? But you know, once you finish your look, it's okay. Or like, wow, that really looks like a bruise, or you know. So finish your look first. Don't throw in the towel right away. Okay, so let's see. Do we want to go a little higher? So we want to do this with your eyes open. And so when your eyes are open, you have some color peeking out up above, because we don't walk around all day with our eyes closed, so people can't see all of our colors that we're playing with. So we want to keep our eyes open. First of all, that's my first tip. And then you can just blend, blend. And like I said, we can go back in and fix it later. Okay, so there's pomegranate, first layer. Okay, so then one of my next favorites, and this is so versatile for the crease, is the soft heather. Used to be called lavender fog, soft heather. This really pretty light purple, so lovely. So I'm just using the same brush. I have a towel here that I'm kind of wiping it off on. So let's go in next with the soft heather. And so like I said, we're just kind of rainbowing it down to darker right in the crease. So we're just adding some layers of color. And that pomegranate is going to be the highest. And then we're slowly getting darker toward the crease. So we do want to keep the darker on the outside and then have it fade inward. So we can go in and blend a little bit more later as well, and maybe add a little more of that blossom in down on the bottom. All right, I'm going to bring in my little mirror up here a little closer so I can see my colors a little bit better. I think our light is decent. The sun keeps coming up and going behind the clouds, and coming out and then behind the clouds, I should say. So it gets bright and then it gets dark again. But at least it's not snowing today. Oh my goodness, we've had so much snow this spring. It's crazy. All right, so there is my next layer of soft heather. You can just kind of see it starting to fade in. Okay, isn't that fun? And then let's make sure it's up high enough. Get a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, we'll blend it up again. And then Merlot. Oh my gosh, you guys, Merlot is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's this lovely, lovely wine color right there. Oh my gosh. So it's dark and it's kind of scary in the beginning, but don't be afraid because it's totally layerable. So I'm going to scoop into the Merlot and I'm going to start on the outside. Wherever you touch down first is where it's going to be darkest. And I'm using the little smudger brush for this one because I want to be pretty in control of where this color is going. All right, so I'm just pressing this into the crease right now, and I don't want to go a whole lot higher than that because I have all that other pretty color going on up there, but this is just adding some depth now. I'm also going to bring it down onto my eyelid, so I'm kind of creating a little V shape. So this is just helping to build the shape of your eye. Okay, I'll wipe that off just a little bit, bring it down a little bit onto my eyelid. So the outer maybe quarter of the eye is going to be darker. Get my bangs out of the way. So can you see how that's going? Looking a little bit like pink eye. And I'm just going to blend. So I'm going to take the color off on my towel and just blend little swirly motions. Okay. Fun, right? So fun. Yes, it looks like a bruise. I'm aware. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a beautiful bruise. Okay, so it's just kind of a fun layer of color, and I've gone down on my eyelid a little bit farther than I wanted to here, but I can go in and correct that. That's not a problem. So then another fun part is we're going to layer some more color on the lid going inward. So I'm just wiping off my little brush again, and I'm going to use this really gorgeous purple right here. Wild Iris, I think it's called. No. Oh my goodness, I can never remember that color. Let me look, because I just gotta know. It is Sweet Plum. Sweet Plum is beautiful, and then Frozen Iris is a little bit lighter. So we are going to use Sweet Plum on this outside right here, and it's shimmery, so that's why I want to put it there. Grab my mirror again. All right, so this is just like the outer quarter of the eyelid. We're going to add a little shimmer there, because I don't want my shimmer any higher than that. Okay, looking good, looking good. It's just fun. Fun to play with the color. Okay, can you see what's going on there? That's kind of fun. All right, a little bit more over here. Totally layerable, like I said before. Like if you feel like it's not dark enough, just put on another layer. Okay, and then I think we're gonna go in with this, this really beautiful Dusty Rose right here for a little bit of pink right in the center. That's fun, fun, fun. So we're just going in right kind of over the top of where that, I forgot the name of that again already. The plum one. We're going to go right into that and just kind of keep blending it outward. So it's just like a whole fade of color. It's so fun. Okay, so Dusty Rose right there, right over the center of the eyelid. Great, great, great. I love that. So I think I've got a little dryness up here going on, so my color isn't blending as well as I would like. There, that's looking better. All right, so now, wiping off the color again, I want to go back in to the very beginning with some more of that blossom and just feather it out over the top of that Dusty Rose, because I really like that really light look, especially towards the inside of the eye. Make sure we have the shape of the eyelid going right there. That looks good. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my little eye applicator and some more of that biscotti and just go right from the inside and right underneath my brow bone. So we want to make it nice and light right there. Okay, keep it light on the inside. All right, that's looking good. I feel like I need a little more color right there and maybe blend a little bit more right here. Let's get the big blender brush for that one. So I'm going back in with our all over eye color brush and just blending. I don't want it to go any higher than that, but I can blend it all in. Wipe it off again. Isn't that fun? So I feel like maybe a little more pomegranate maybe up on top. How are we doing there? Let's do a little more of that. So you can totally go in and keep layering whatever you think you like. Brighten it up a little bit, tone it down a little bit. You just become an artist. It's so fun. So fun. Okay. And blend and blend and blend and blend. Blend until you bleed, they say, but no, we don't want to bleed. Okay. What do you think, guys? It's kind of fun. I think I want a little more blossom down here, because as I was blending, I was kind of moving some of the color out. All right, perfect. Okay, now I love a big, thick line of eyeliner. I just do. I think it really accentuates my lashes and almost kind of gives you the look of falsy lashes. So I already have eyeliner on, but I'm going to go over it and make it a little bit more winged. So I love our liquid eyeliner. We also have a waterproof liquid eyeliner, which is so great. It's just so easy to use. So I'm going to start at the beginning. And so right at the inside corner of my eye and right along the lash line. So if you're just doing a dash out the door, you want to keep it really close to your lashes. If you want a little more dramatic eye, you want to make it more like a wedge. So in the beginning, it's really thin, and towards the outside, it gets thicker. And then, let me get my crazy bangs out of the way. I've been just trying to trim those, and it's just been nuts. So I should have pulled them back for you today. So here's a little trick I learned of how to do the cat eye. Okay, we're going to start on the bottom. I'm just taking that line on the bottom and going straight up. Oh, that wasn't a very straight line. So do you see that? I kind of goofed, so it's not as straight, but what I'm going to do then is go and connect it to that other line. So we want it going and angling upward to make our eye look lifted and to make it look kind of like our lashes are swirling up right there. Isn't that so cool? Look at the difference between my eyes. Isn't that crazy? All right, so now we'll do that again. So just a little bit, like maybe 1/4 inch on the bottom to kind of get that angle going. And then what we'll do is we'll go back in and smudge that. And so then we just want to go straight up. So I just made a little line, and it's the little cheater line. And then I'm going to connect that back. So I need to start back at the beginning. Okay, then I connected it, and I'm just going to go back and connect it better. So it's a little thicker. There. All right, a little bit more maybe on the bottom. So then on my bottom, what I like to do is grab that smudger brush, and we had some purple on there already, and so I'm just going to smudge out that lower line. That will kind of help to set it, as well as adding a little bit of extra color down there. And then it's not just a really solid line. So there is that. Isn't that so fun? So I already have mascara on as well, but I would like to add a little bit more. So I'm just going to go back on with my Lash Intensity. So I've been using the lash primer lately, and you guys, that's a game changer. I love it. So it helps to condition your lashes, and just kind of helps to start separating them and making them look bigger and bolder, and makes it come off better when you're cleaning, and just all of the things. And this Lash Intensity mascara adds up to 200 times the volume, and I have seen it take little lashes and make them huge. It's just amazing. Some of the transformations that I've seen just right in front of my eyes with a little bit of makeup, or a little bit of concealer, or a little bit of eyeshadow, like that golden mauve. We were doing that earlier in the dash out the door look. The golden mauve I put on everyone around the table once, and well, several times, because it's my favorite dash out the door color, and it just looks different on everybody, but looks good on everyone at the same time. So golden mauve is fun too. That would have been fun to put on with this, with all these purples. That would have looked really pretty as well. All right, so we want to just make sure that the color is all the way out to the ends. And this is such a big, fluffy brush. It just separates and lengthens. Oh my goodness. It gives you the look of false lashes. So great. Isn't that crazy? What a difference. So then I just have some bronzer on my cheeks, and I feel like I need more than that. Since the eyes are a lot, we don't want to go too crazy on the cheeks, but we definitely want to put some color on there, because it just looks kind of pale. So what I love to do, we'll just go ahead and roll right into some contouring really quick. And this is our cheek brush, and I have a separate contouring video that I'll post as well, so it gives you all the details. So we don't want to confuse our contour with our bronzer. So the contour is matte, and so its job is just to create a shadow. So it goes right below the cheekbone, And see how it's just kind of starting to cut out that cheekbone already? And I haven't even really done anything yet. So I turned it upside down so that would chisel in right there, and then I just turned it around to kind of fluff it up. So I'm gonna put a little on the crown of my head and down underneath my chin, and just a little color wash. So already that has changed the look of my face. Isn't that crazy? So then just a little bit of color on top of that. These are all of our cheek colors. They're so beautiful. I've been kind of loving this Desert Rose lately. So for your cheek color, you don't want to go any closer than 2 fingers to your nose, and start right on the cheekbone, coming from back to front. Wherever you touch first is where it's going to give you the most color. Then blend. Put a little up here before it's gone, a little down here, and then just blend away. Maybe on my nose. See how that just kind of transformed everything? Isn't that just so crazy? So then I'm going to take this big fluffy brush and just blend everything, because we don't want any lines. Even though there's a lot of color there, it just looks more natural, you know? All right, and then we're going to finish the look with eyebrows. So I do have a separate eyebrow tutorial as well. So I'm just going to go through this really quickly. And then you can check out the eyebrow tutorial so you can see all of our other colors. And you guys, this is just so easy with these new brow tools. This pencil is like, every little dash is like a hair. It's just insane. So I need to add a little bit of length on the front and do that. And this side is just kind of my crazy eyebrow. One is always easier than the other one. It just kind of leans differently than the other one, but they're supposed to be sisters, not twins, so that's good. You can just go in and fix it with your finger because it just wipes right off. But we'll set it later with a finishing spray. All right, and then we also have this brow gel that is so great. So this is for really sparse lashes, brows, and it's like a little mascara for your eyebrows. Isn't that so cool? So it just grabs the hair and gives you a little bit of color. Like if you're really light in the brows, it'll help to kind of fill that in, and it's fibrous as well. So it will actually add a little bit of volume to your brows as well. So it just helps to frame your face. It just makes a huge difference. And I used to never do my brows either until these came out, and it just makes it so easy. So easy. So then we should probably do some lips, but I think I'll come on later for lips. So this is our finishing spray. This is part of the Flawless Face Bundle. So just a couple of spritzes, and it's great for girls who want to be luminous or great for girls who want to be matte. It just gives you a really natural finish. All right, ladies, I hope you love the color. I'll chat with y'all later. Bye.